Welcome back. Now, the jostling for the 2023 presidential race has effectively started. Potential aspirants have begun making their pitches while some are actually testing the waters. But something bizarre is also happening. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has made it very clear that he's not interested in running for the 2023 presidency. He's also on record to have said the presidency should move to the south of the country after President Buhari, a northerner, would have completed 2 terms of office. But guess what? A northern-based group by the name the Nasiriyah Organization is insisting that El-Rufai must run for the 2023 presidency. As a matter of fact, after El-Rufai declined the group's request to commit to contest for the presidency in 2023, they filed a suit asking the court to compel him to join the 2023 presidential race. It's as bizarre as you can imagine, but not totally unsurprising. However, the Kaduna State High Court hearing the case has now adjourned it indefinitely for failure of the group to serve the court papers on the National Secretariat of the All Progressives Congress, APC, which is El-Rufai's political party. All right, I'm now being joined on the program by the leader of Nasiriyah movement, Ibrahim Babuga. Mr. Babuga, thank you very much for joining us on the program. So let me start by asking you, Alhaji Ibrahim Babuga, why are you forcing Malam Nasir El-Rufai to contest for the presidency in 2023 when he has told you he is not interested, that he doesn't want to contest?
The reason why I took Malam El-Rufai to court, Malam El-Rufai has no equal in northern Nigeria. In all the 19 northern states, there is no governor like Malam El-Rufai. He doesn't have brothers, he doesn't have sisters. He's ready to give you the way you want it. Malam El-Rufai has Nigeria's interest at heart. He has the interest of the North at heart. He has the interest of everyone. He has not hurt anyone. God bless El-Rufai. God bless Malam El-Rufai. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't eat. He's always thinking of how Nigeria will progress, how peace will reign in the country.
But hold on now. But he has said he is not interested. So why did you go to court to force him to? And you also said you have met his parents. The parents said no. He himself has said no. And he has come out openly to say no. So why then are you forcing this man to accept to do what he does not want to do?
I took Malam Nasir El-Rufai to court because he said he will not contest. But we saw the competency in him. He did not vote for himself. The people voted him into office. Go and ask him, did he vote for himself? He was voted for by the people. And now the people are asking him to contest for the presidency in 2023. Malam El-Rufai has no right to decline the request of the people. He must run for the presidency. And we are ready to take this matter up to the Supreme Court. After 45 days, if Malam El-Rufai still decline our call to run for the presidency, we will take our mattress, our food, our water, and we will go and seal the government house. We will stay there until he comes out and accept our demand. It is God that gives power, and God says he will give power to whoever he wants. Leadership is appointed by God. Malam Nasir El-Rufai has shown that he is a honest gentleman. Therefore, he must contest for presidency in 2023 because Nigerians need him. Henceforth, we should stop calling him the governor, but call him president come 2023.
So you're saying you're willing to go to the Supreme Court on this issue?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, we will go to the Supreme Court. Both Muslims and Christians, we shall all be praying for him. Malam Nasir El-Rufai should come and tell us if there is any person like him in the north, or if there is any person like him in Nigeria. I want to ask you, you are a journalist from Lagos. Bring someone like Malam Nasir El-Rufai. Can you bring one for me? Please, I ask you, can you show me one person? Can you show me one person like El-Rufai?
But I still think there are so many Nigerians who can do even more than what Malam El-Rufai has done.
Please,
can you bring one for me? Please, I ask you. Can you show me one person? Can you show me one person like El-Rufai? All the governors have money. Come to Kaduna and see. Kaduna is looking better. Kaduna has changed. Please, I invite you to visit Kaduna from Lagos and see what El-Rufai has done. Kaduna is wearing a new look. Kaduna has changed. It's now look like Dubai. God has blessed us with a gift in Governor El-Rufai. Therefore, we will not allow such opportunity to waste. We are with him. We are praying for him morning and night and want God to answer our prayer.
All right, Alhaji Ibrahim Babuga, thank you very much for your time and
thank you so much. God bless you.
All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. On Deji360, we don't just ask the questions. What is wrong with amending the Constitution the way the National Assembly members have been doing it? We seek answers.
Constitution is constituent.
Our problem is not lack of laws. Our problem is lack of the willpower to implement our laws.
Answers that provide clarity.
While we negotiate, we should try to make it a point that the girls must be complete.
The clarity you need to make informed judgment so that you can make the right decision and take action. People are saying it is you politicians that are responsible for this, that you are the reason why this is happening.
All these dollars that call themselves governors in this country.
I wish we had people like Tony at the National Assembly.
God forbid that I go to join that band.
Deji360, providing clarity to issues. All right, welcome back. Now let's get a legal perspective to all of this from a lawyer. And joining me on the program right now via Skype is Monde Ubani, who used to be the second vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association. Mr. Ubani, thank you very much for joining us on the program. First off, how surprising are you by this development? I mean, this group filing a court action now, asking the court to compel the governor of Kaduna State to contest for the presidency in 2023. Does it surprise you at all?
Yes, I was totally taken aback with that manner of lawsuit. I'm a public interest litigator. I have a couple of them in court, and then most times we go to court in order to ensure that the right thing is done in Nigeria, especially in terms of governance and obedience to laws and rules of engagement. But if you want to go to court, you must have what you call cause of action. What is the cause of action? What is the reason why you are going to court? And what is your locus? Now, I have looked at that particular case, and it looks a bit strange to me.
Quite strange, to be candid.
Yeah, it's a bit strange because I think they may have come by way of writ of mandamus. Maybe trying to compel a public officer to do something that is clearly in accordance with the law, setting up that agency or organization. You come by way of writ to compel somebody to do a thing that he ought to do, for which he has neglected or refused to do. Now, in the case of El-Rufai, compelling him to come and run for the office of the presidency, how would a court, give such an order? Does it mean that the man that you are compelling is entitled in the first place to be a president of the country?
And this is a man who has told them point blank that he's not interested, that he doesn't want to run. He's made it very clear. They said they went to his parents. His parents said the same thing, that he's not going to run. So, and now they are saying they're asking the court to compel him. And these guys have said, look, if the court refuses, if this court refuses to give them what they want, that they are willing to, pursue this case up to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I think they have an agenda. They are trivializing our courts and making it look like a place of mockery. It's a very serious place. I mean, I'm talking about judiciary. It's not every matter you bring to the court in order to actually provoke the court. Now, you are saying that somebody has been approached in order to run for the office of the presidency, and he said, I'm not interested. He went to his parents, according to you, by your own admission. And the parents said, look, you don't need to, force him to run for the office of the president. So what are you asking the court now to do in respect of a man that says personally, it's a choice that I have to make, and I have not made that choice to run for the office of the presidency? It's clearly a strange request you're asking the court to do. As I said earlier, you can come by way of mandate in order to compel a public officer to do something he ought to do, for which he has neglected to do. But this is not the situation. There is no entitlement of office of the president to El-Rufai. El-Rufai has not been empowered by law to make sure that he runs for the office of the president, which he has now neglected to run, and now you are now asking the court to compel him, because that would be the basis for the compelling individual to do a thing. In other words, you are saying constitutionally, El-Rufai is entitled to be the president of Nigeria, but he has now failed, he has now neglected or refused to run for that office. So you are not compelling the court. You are not asking the court to compel him to do what the law has actually prescribed for him to do. Is there any such prescription, either in the law passed by National Assembly?
But the question is, should the court have even entertained this suit in the first place?
Now, the court, I don't think that the suit itself has even started in the first place. It's when the parties file their suit, then you ask the respondent now to respond, and then when the respondent now, respond to the particular suit, issues are said to be joined, then the court now will now look at the claims, the averment of the plaintiff, and then look at the traverse, or whatever response has been given by the defendant. Then the court now can now say there is clearly a case, for them to decide. But in this case, there is only one party that has filed the suit. So the court now has not had the opportunity of hearing from the defendant or from the respondent, after which the court now can reach a decision. So I think at the end, the court will throw out this case because it's not worth the time of the court. It couldn't have thrown it out without issues being joined. The court will wait for any response from the defendant before the court can make a pronouncement. For now, it remains, the side of story of the plaintiff or claimant. So the side of the respondent has not actually been. I don't even know who the defendants are. I don't know whether, you said that APC is also joining the suit.
Yes,
and some other
APC was joining the suit, and they've been asked to serve the APC.
Okay, fine. I think that they will come up with primary objection. The issue of locus will be an issue, whether they have locus, and then even the issue of course of action. What is the cause of action in this suit and all that? And then how can you compel somebody to run for the office of the presidency? As I have insinuated earlier, is there any entitlement of that office to El-Rufai, for which now you are now asking?
Don't you think this could just be all politics?
It is politics, but clearly judiciary should not be where such a drama should actually play out. I think we should regard the judiciary as a place of sanctuary. It's a very holy place, so to speak, where we don't want people who are comedians, to carry their trivialities to. There is a limit to which we can play about certain things and all that. We should not use the judiciary to be part of the theater. It shouldn't be at all. Judiciary is a place of solemnity. It's a solemn place. It is clearly a sanctuary of justice and all that. So to me, we should not in any way trivialize our judicial system by some of the actions we file. Even as we head towards 2023. I don't want things to look as if we are not in charge, in this nation, that things are, anything can happen, especially with our institutions. We must respect and regard and refer our institutions. We should not make our judiciary to be a place that form part of our political theater.
And I'm just wondering if Malam El-Rufai himself should not call these individuals to order and say, look, you guys have to stop this.
I think he should, and I don't think he has made that particular pronouncement. There are things we should not allow our name to be associated with. If somebody wants to trivialize my name, I will come out openly and speak against it, that such things should not be allowed to happen. So to me, what is actually playing out is something that is very serious, that El-Rufai himself should personally intervene and ask these guys to drop using his name in order to play their games. And this is clearly not in his own interest, so to speak. If I were in his shoe, I would personally call these guys to order. But if they will not, I think the thing that we filed in court by APC and other respondents in the matter will actually put them where they belong. These guys are they are comedians, and we should not take them serious. To me, it's really comedian.
Honestly, this is, for me, this is quite bizarre, and it's bizarre to be candid. Quite bizarre. Thank you very much, Mr. Monday Obani, for joining us on the program and for sharing your thoughts with us on this very, very funny issue, I should say.
It is always my pleasure to be in your program.
Thank you very much. Well, that's how much we can take on the program. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.